Where are my Critical fans? You guys are going to like this one, because not only am I a fan of Critical, I use one of his fun tactics and pay homage to him towards the end of the commentary. Anyway, time for Afghan, one of my absolute favorites. Let's take a look at the map. This map actually has a lot of lingo that's easy to follow. First, here's Sniper Hill. Here's the poppy fields. This is the small bunker, this is the big bunker, and this is the cave. Also, in case you didn't know, this is a downed C-130 plane in the middle. The Task 141 spawn is over here around the Jeeps. This is a hot spawn. It'll get used a lot. The Op-4 spawn is over here. This one's cold. You start here and oddly probably won't ever spawn here again. There's actually 2 more hot spawns on this one. One up on Sniper Hill and one over here in the poppy fields. Now, the cold spawns are much more abundant. There's one beside Sniper Hill. To be honest, this might be a part of the hot spawn on Sniper Hill. It would make sense, I just don't know. There's one behind the cave where there's an anti-air turret, and there's also another in the big bunker, the caves, and even in the C-130. The spawn system in Infinity Ward made really doesn't work in general. An enemy has to enter your spawn for it to flip, but this map is just the right size that you shouldn't have enemies up your ass when you spawn, and yet action isn't hard to find. Here are the hot routes, but there's really no point in remembering that. It's just easier to remember the whole frickin' map gets used. Action is highly dependent on who's spawning where and how the spawns are flipping. The 2 most common situations are either a fight from Sniper Hill to the poppy fields, or Sniper Hill to the Ranger spawn. Since there are 3 hot spawns, we also get the occasional third scenario where one team is in the poppy field and the other at the Ranger spawn. This is where the beauty of the map is. The direction of combat is constantly fluctuating. You can use a variety of tactics, and the cold spawns will get used. Now, I have a lot of opinions about this map, and I'll get to a bunch of them in the commentary, but there's a few tricks to this map that I'm sure most of you know, but I'll show them anyway. Behind this turret at the back of Sniper Hill, there's a little ledge you can stand on. I find boosters here more than I'd care for. There's a ledge on Sniper Hill that you can get into. To be honest, you're really easy to spot, and most people know about this. But you can go here, and it's really actually not that bad a fit in hardcore. Also, you can get to 2 different ledges at the end of the wingtip over here. You gotta sprint to make it, but you can do it nonetheless. Like before, don't go here unless you're playing hardcore. You're really easy to spot. One last trick, you can walk up the tail of the plane to get up onto Sniper Hill. This is a great trick because one of the most common and more annoying tactics of this map is people camping Sniper Hill. This is a surprise third way to get up there, provided you can make that damn jump from the tail tip. Aim for the ledge when you jump, and don't be afraid to miss, because you'll land on those magic cushions. Those mattresses at the bottom of that hill are also a great way if you're coming from the top of the hill, because you can jump on them and take no damage. Anyway, on to the commentary. You know what? I've got to admit, after I did the rundown review, I was a little timid heading into the invasion review. I was worried that I was going to make you guys mad again by showing you more defensive gameplay, but after I thought about it, I think I've come to agree with most of the viewers who said that they don't want to see defensive gameplay. We have enough commentators out there who do that. Basically saying, here, look at this, me sit here in this defensive position and get all these amazing kill streaks. We need something different. And also, I'm going to try to focus more on what's actually going through my head and more on the actual commentary. So I'm going to start with my first point, which is that I always head straight for Sniper Hill. It is because it gives you the best option. And here I'm playing very aggressively. I want my spot, so I'm like running straight for it. I'm making these guys eat my magnums. I'm just like, eat it, bitch. Eat it. Eat it. But I get snuck up on. But my point for why I go for the hill is because when you take Sniper Hill, you really are giving yourself the best strategical advantage. If you take the hill, you can choose to stay at the hill, or you can then look down at the poppy fields, you can look down at the big bunker, the little bunker, and the jeeps, and you can figure out where you want to go. And this really is an advantage. You can't really do this from down at the big and little bunkers. Also, I also think this is a sniping map. you should only be bringing a sniper or at least some sort of long range class, like with a ACR or something like that. Most of this map involves long range combat, and you're going to see a lot of that in the form of people fighting from the bunkers and to Sniper Hill. Speaking of the bunkers, I actually don't advise staying in the bunkers, mainly because people will tend to be looking for you from Sniper Hill. It's easier to see into the bunkers than it is to look out in the bunkers and hunt for people. Does that make sense? Also, for your loadout on this class, for your loadout on this map, I highly recommend that you bring cold-blooded. The fact is, this map is very open. You want cold-blooded because kill streaks will run rampant and you will die to them. And to be honest with you, you can get by without stopping power. Just bring a sniper, something like the WA, which isn't reliant on stopping power. And then also bring a decent secondary, something like, say, the Akimbo Magnums, Akimbo Deagles, or Akimbo G18s. You have options, and it really will pay off if you play with cold-blooded rather than another red perk on this map. Also, for your loadout, I really do recommend bringing a thermal scope on the sniper. The fact is, on this map, it just makes it so much easier to see your enemies, and really cold-blooded won't help them be protected from a thermal scope. The sand shows up as kind of more of a tan than a gray, so cold-blooded people still show up on your thermal, and on this map, you get the additional advantage that when you use your thermal, you can actually see into the bunkers. Alright, now, I picked up a heartbeat sensor. Lucky me. I actually don't normally use a heartbeat sensor, and the reason is, I love my sit rep. Alright, brief detachment from that. Here, I finally caught it in my airdrop, and that's my girlfriend. I'm sitting there going, babe, take the package, take the package. The package is all yours. That's what she said. But anyway, talking about the heartbeat sensor, the reason I don't bring heartbeat sensors is because since I love sit rep, and by the way, I hear footsteps right now, so that's what I'm going to hunt for. But somebody else picks them off. So I think the Pred missile got them. That's the amazing thing about sit rep. You can still hear people up on the hill. But anyway, the reason I don't bring a heartbeat sensor to maps is because people with people will pull out Ninja once they see that you have brought a heartbeat sensor. The gears will go in their head. They're like, oh, if I bring Ninja, then the heartbeat sensor is useless. Well, then sitrep is also useless. But anyway, you just saw me throw a tack insert there back at the back of that turret. That is a technique I have come to love doing over time. I will admit I tend to camp Sniper Hill because I love this ledge. I can just get so much action, I can almost consistently find people and just snipe them from here. And since I have sitrep, I can hear people sneaking up on me. But I made sure I didn't do that all this map, and I actually do end up leaving here. But still, it's one of the more effective techniques I've found because you will consistently find action, and if you do get picked off, you can just, pop up your tack insert and snipe the guy and make him pay for, shooting you in the back. But anyway, here is where I get into one of the more shining moments of the map. They're starting to come storming out of the cave. The heartbeat sensor only shows one, but I'm pretty sure there are more. And normally in this type of situation, I would stay back around the corner, but I slowly, ever so slowly, work my way around. The heartbeat sensor actually turned out to be really useful, because now I have a vague idea of where they are. And I keep picking them off, they keep coming like lemmings, but hey, it works. And this is one of those times where the people were spawning down in the caves. I'll bet you somebody on my team was at the Jeep, I was at the poppy field, on the Sniper Hill, and then somebody else was at the poppy field. Alright, but anyway, this is actually getting where I pay homage to Critical. I know some of you have been waiting for this. I just popped up, and there is actually a guy to my left that I haven't spotted yet. Now, I put my tack insert down, and there he is. So I'm going to do some throwing rocks. I shoot him once in the hip, and then I throw 2 stun grenades at him. Throwing rocks, bitch! Oh, thank you, Critical. That is just a fun technique. It's just an embarrassing way to kill somebody. I'll admit, I'm a bit of a dick for doing it. But seriously, he was camping my tack insert. I made him pay. Alright, now here is another technique. This one is called Surprise, bitch! And the whole idea is that you pop up with a riot shield, when you think somebody has spotted your tack insert. Basically, you get the shock and awe value of popping up with this invincible shield. Now, I failed. Not only did I die, but the guy never actually came back to my tack insert. And later, they actually camp me and get me. But you get the concept. It really is fun. It's really effective. And I guarantee you, you will get people raging at you in the lobby. It is just plain awesome. Alright, but anyway, getting back to the action, I've always found the Magnums and the WA-2000 to be a really good fit on this map. And you can see I've been having a good match with them. Use the Magnums, pull them out quick and use them up close. Use the WA to just snipe people at longer ranges. And I keep, checking where they can come from up this alleyway, and here I spot somebody. And my favorite thing about the WA is that if you miss with the first shot, you can spray. That's another good plus it has over the, say, like the Barrett Intervention. And I keep hunting, place a nice shot there. And this is what I'm getting at about Sniper Hill. You kind of like dodge back and forth. Don't sit in one spot. That's one of the dumbest things you can do on this map. When you sit, you are a prime target for snipers. And you just plain don't want to do it. Like you see, I picked the guy off and then I backed off. And now here's a big dick move. I pick off two guys in the bunker. Just send it in the side door. That was fun. But here's where I get caught. I throw down my tack insert. I think, oh, it's just going to be the end of the game. But as I call in the Harrier, somebody comes wandering back and gets me. And I pop up with the riot shield. I did this part right. I blocked him. But he's got a nice little butt buddy there to fuck me up the ass. But I get the last laugh because, where is it? There it is. My Harrier comes in and blasts the guy. And this is why I say carry cold-blooded. Kill streaks will be everywhere on this map, and they will pick you off, so you really want to bring cold-blooded. And the guy I picked off, or at least I think it was that guy, was a poor sport and he left, or at least the host dashboarded. I don't get why you dashboard, it's pointless. Stats mean nothing in this game. But that's it for Afghan. If you have any questions about the map, feel free to put it in the comment section. I'll do my best to address it myself, but my viewers are smart and they'll probably help you too. Anyway, before I go, I have a quick question for you guys. I've been debating projects to do in between the reviews since the reviews take so long, and one of the things I wanted to know is, would you guys be interested in live commentaries? Basically, I'd sync whatever I was saying with the actual footage, and you'd get to hear what I'm saying and thinking as I go through these games. It's just a project for down the road. Anyway, that's it for the review of Afghan. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. This has been Raging Amish. I'll see you next time.